I'm just trying to get it all down.
Okay, so we'll start.
Excuse me. Thank you.
We'll start off with the sulcuses then.
Okay.
So you have basically you have three sulcuses. You have your coronary sulcus, which is divides the upper and the lower, which would be the atria and the ventricles. And then you have your anterior intraventricular sulcus and your posterior intraventricular sulcus, and that's going to divide the ventricles interventricular, obviously. Okay. From there, what do you want? You want the do you want valves? What do you want?
Just not that one.
This way.
That one.
Just this one.
Okay. So they want the
Can we start with the epicardium
Yeah.
and go from there?
The epicardium, I'm going to give you a little bit more. So the epicardium is actually the smooth portion of it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This portion right here, I don't know if you can see it, but they look like little trabeculae.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually called the pectinate muscle, okay? And then the endocardium here is all the small pink, and it's smooth. In here, you have the trabeculae carnae. You have a papillary muscle, which connects to the tendae caudinae, which connects to your atrioventricular valves. You have 3 caudinae tendae and 3 papillary muscles on the right side of the heart. You have 2 on the left side of the heart, tricuspid, bicuspid. Okay, and then you have the middle portion, which is the muscle, which is the myometrium. And then you have the outer portion of the heart, which is going to be the epicardium. Now, after the epicardium, you have the pericardium, but the part that is part of the heart is going to be the visceral pericardium, and then you have the pericardial sac, then you have the parietal pericardium, and then you have the fibrous pericardium. That's the way it goes. Okay, so we did the coronary sulcus, we did the intraventricular sulcuses, anterior and posterior. Next, we have the right coronary artery. Okay, this is the right coronary artery. Now, the reason why they call this the marginal branch is because it's actually the margin of the heart. So it's called the marginal branch.
The red part.
Yeah, and there should be another model somewhere around. Oh, you have the model. You have the model.
Sorry.
So when we take this off, we can actually see right here the right coronary artery, which is this one right here, and you have the left coronary artery. Now the left coronary artery is really small compared to the right. As you can see, the right goes all the way around the coronary sulcus, but the left, it comes down and immediately branches. So the left coronary artery, go back to this model. You're going to have you want LAD or you want the intraventricular? Which one is easier for you?
Intraventricular.
Okay, so you have your left anterior intraventricular branch of the left coronary artery. Remember to put it down on the exam like that, otherwise you're not gonna get full credit. And then, as you can see in this model, how it comes off right here, that's going to be your circumflex, and that's this right here, number 5, and it goes all the way around. And that's the reason why it's called the circumflex, because it goes all the way around.
What if
That's this
that's
one.
the branch?
No, that's this one. It actually goes underneath right here. You can't see it, but it's underneath the coronary sulcus. And then from there you have they want to talk about the coronary sinus, but I don't like doing that. I like going off the right coronary artery, which goes to your marginal, and then if you turn it around, it goes all the way around, and then you have your right posterior intraventricular artery, and that's right here. Now, for me, the easiest way for me to remember these is because arteries and veins all run together. So if I have the greater or great cardiac vein that runs with your anterior intraventricular artery, or LAD, you have your right coronary artery, which runs with your small cardiac vein, and then you have your posterior intraventricular branch of the right coronary artery runs with the middle cardiac vein. See? That's how we did them all. And then those run to the sinus. All the veins run to the sinus. Every single one of them run to the sinus. Because they're going up, and they all go to the sinus, which empties into your right atrium. Okay, so let's go back to this one.
Small cardiac vein.
Your
Did we get the small cardiac vein?
Yeah, the small cardiac vein, that was right here. It runs with your right coronary artery.
Okay.
Now, here in this model, it's hard to see, but the white right there is actually your ligamentum arteriosum. That's why I like this model better, because that's actually what it looks like. Number 26 right here. Ligamentum arteriosum. Do you remember what that was?
Everybody has it, and
What was it in the baby?
it seals off.
It's called the ductus arteriosus. Remember us?
Fetus.
Fetus. Okay, so that's that one, and then you have your fossa ovalis, which is right here. Can you see it? You have your fossa ovalis right here, and then right there, the red is actually the opening of the coronary sinus. Okay. So then on this, we'll just go to the arteries real fast, do some arteries real fast. So you have your ascending portion of the aorta. There's two arteries that comes off. And in this model we saw, they are your left and right coronary arteries. So those are the only two branches that come off the ascending aorta. There is no others. And then on your aortic arch, which is the upper portion, you have your brachiocephalic trunk. You have your left common carotid and left subclavian. The brachiocephalic trunk actually goes to your right common carotid and your right subclavian. Okay, and then you have the descending portion of the thoracic aorta, because it's in your thorax. After it passes the diaphragm, then it's the descending portion of your abdominal aorta, or you can just say abdominal aorta. Then you have your pulmonary trunk, which goes to your pulmonary veins, or pulmonary arteries, your pulmonary arteries. And then right here is your subclavian vein. From here, from this portion, right after the bifurcation of the two, from here to here, it's called your subclavian. And on your subclavian, you have your zygos artery, or vein, and then you have your left brachiocephalic trunk and right brachiocephalic trunk, which both come from your jugular, not your carotids, your jugular and your subclavian veins. I think that's everything. Unless